nobody wants to continue hearing your tears. And that's a sad thing to say. If you've gone through the death of a loved one, whether it's your parents or whether it's your son or your spouse or something like that, it's a devastating, traumatic experience. And the thing is that after a while, and it could be only a few months later, nobody wants to continue hearing you crying about your husband died or your child died, or even if you went through something like a really bad relationship with a narcissist, which is what I went through. I found out that after a while, nobody wants to hear about it. And it doesn't mean that people don't care about you, but people expect you to get over some of the most traumatic experiences within a few months or even a couple of years. I heard a lady talking about she was still hurt over her child that died 30 years ago. And how can you tell somebody that, oh, it's 30 years later, you ought to be over it? And like I said, nobody wants to continue hearing your tears. And what happens is most of you and most of us, even myself, for the first few months of going through this breakup with this narcissist, I cried many tears alone. Because I could tell, people won't tell you that they don't want to hear your tears, but you can tell in their voice or in their silence that they don't want to hear it anymore. They expect you to get over the death of your son. I had to bury 2 sons, right? And even back then, people expected me just to get over it. I just want to say, let's have a little more compassion for those who are going through trauma, because you can't put a timeline on how long somebody suffers. Some people suffer the death or a traumatic experience and they never get over it, but they need somebody to just listen to them. Can we sometimes just listen to people beyond a few months or beyond a year and just have the compassion to know that everybody doesn't get over everything like that? Some things are so devastating to people that they end up killing themselves because of it. I'm just putting this video out because I experienced that myself a couple of times when I went through some traumatic experiences. And even the closest friends of mine, I'm not putting any of my friends down because they've been good friends and even family, but I noticed that after a while, they don't want to hear my tears anymore. They don't want to hear me saying, oh, I'm so sorry I lost my kids, or I can't believe this relationship went this way. And again, like I said, we end up crying so many silent tears by ourselves. So I'm praying for those today who are still crying silent tears over their sons, over their daughters, over their mothers, their parents, or even their spouse who have left them or who have died. I'm praying for you guys because I know how you feel, that you feel like you have nobody to talk to right now. And if that's you, I'm praying for you.